Hi, Princess Deborah.
Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome everybody to Princess Chronicles ×2 with Linda Suter and Deb Chandler. That would be me, and Celebrity Palm Princess Jilly. And did we get Austin out from under the bed?
He's actually in the Royal Garden right now with the hubcap, so he might show later. He's in the Royal Garden.
He's in the Royal Garden.
He's in the Royal Garden with the hubcap.
Is he watering he's watering the Royal Garden?
He is.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's fabulous. So we have like a jam-packed for episode 7. Lots, of course, like every week, lots of things going on in the world. Some crazy, but I want to start off with some good news and some happy news, because you know how crazy we are about our pandas at the National Zoo in Washington, and we had a baby panda last night.
Woo! Cheers, ladies.
I've lost your sound completely.
Did you? I'm back, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back. You're back now. Did you hear what I said about the panda?
I did, and I'm so excited about the panda being born. It's so happy. It's like happy,
yeah,
right?
Well, we need something happy.
We do.
And I know that you and I have agreed to disagree, but boy, there's something trending about the Rose Garden at the White House. People are not happy.
They aren't. They're saying it looks like a putting green. So I've gotten kind of some different Sorry, Melania. I kind of on the putting green side. I don't see the beautiful colors. People are saying it's ugly. She's destroying history. Jackie O, all the first ladies that have worked.
Oh God, they're all rolling. They're all rolling in their graves, I'm sure. And my stance on this, I'm like, don't we have enough other stuff to worry about? And it was so funny because you think the First Lady planned it, and I'm envisioning her sitting in the White House with a cup of White House tea, thinking, how can I piss the American people off just before the election?
Just a little
like
bit.
There's not enough diversion. Let me pull the roses out.
Well, I'm going to switch topics a little bit and say, I don't know about you, but that Trump boat parade was off the chain. And I'm just saying it's just, I know we're not political princesses, but when you see that the boat parade in Clearwater, and I think it's Juniper.
Somebody, when you saw the pictures of the boat parade, which I don't think were doctored at all, quite frankly, because I know folks down there that probably participated in the boat parade.
Yeah.
There's some folks that aren't vocalizing that they're for Trump this time around.
Not at all, but the wrapping of the boats is pretty, and all the flags. And I know that one of our local gents actually started it. He used to live in the DC area, but now he's in Florida. And he kind of started the whole boat parade, and they went up and saw Trump too. It's kind of interesting to see that. I know everyone has an opinion, and we're getting closer and closer. So I think, we're going to see more and more and more shit show. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But the roses do bother me.
Well, no, I will. So that's not just your opinion. I will, on that one, I will concur, my friend, that the shit show has only just begun. Every time I open any social media site, I'm being encouraged to register to vote. And guys, I've registered. We can stop sending that to me.
I get it too. I got it on Instagram. I've gotten it on YouTube. Of course, when I'm on our channel, which everybody's subscribing to our channel, but I keep getting the register to vote thing, and I don't know how to get it to stop because I am like you, registered to vote. So,
well, I've stopped a couple of them, but it didn't seem to stop them, even though I told them to take the notification down. Julie obviously didn't get enough sleep last night. She was bored. She yawned and sacked down on the shoulder here. She is out like a light. So what's going on in the hood? Let's talk about that.
Oh, so we have a little Cheers type of neighborhood bar over here. It's the local watering hole. And again, COVID, everyone has an opinion, but there is a little bartender who did give me the finger I mean, I think he was joking, but my pet peeve is bartenders, don't take my cocktail away from me until I'm done. Like, do not pick up my glass and do not get upset if I say don't take that. Because, you know, these cocktails are not inexpensive at some of these local watering holes in Loudoun County. So if I'm ordering a super duper, you know, vodka soda with just a splash of cranberry to eliminate some sugar, and you take my cocktail before it's finished, I may not like that. So that's gonna.
Oh, that, you know, that's an off with your head, man. That's an off with your head. Don't take my things until I indicate that I'm ready. Did you give him? Did you tell him that he was your number one in customer service?
I went like this on glass. I think he did that, and then I went like this.
Give him the royal bird.
The royal bird. He gave me the royal bird, so. You know, I gave it back to him, so don't take my glass.
Well, first of all, him giving you the bird was not royal. He's not royal family. I know that for a fact. I've researched him now. He's just a bartender, and although bartenders are extremely important these days, he's just a bartender.
Well, he got into the zone of that because he can be kind of interesting. He also at times talks about the patrons and shares information with the other patrons. So if you're a royal girl in Loudoun County and you might have several gent callers and you go to the bar with several different gent callers, you don't need to be telling each other gent callers that the other one was there. So, but it wasn't me. Or, you know, just friends in general. So, you know, take your tips, enjoy your money, but don't share local gossip like that.
You're gonna start losing your tips, Bucky.
Yeah. Or don't
tips
tell
are gonna go down.
Or don't tell somebody this person had 10 drinks or had 2 drinks. You know, like just button it up as a bartender. It's like being a lawyer or a psychiatrist. You don't share that gossip, right?
So here's my question. So when you're out with friends, what's your like cutoff limit? Because mine actually is probably less than yours because I just can't hold my alcohol, you know.
You trying to call me out, Princess Deborah?
What?
Are you calling me out on the royal show today?
No, I'm not calling you out because I've been with you, and you've never, in all the time that I've known you, done the sloppy drunk thing. However, I know that, you know, if I see a woman that downs 8 beers in a matter of, you know, a couple of hours, it's a bit much.
Well, I mean, I think it depends on your tolerance. And as long as I've seen some ladies fall off bar chairs in the middle of the bar, just literally go down off, I'm not going to say names, but I've seen a few not be able to handle the alcohol and fall, just literally go off the bar chairs or the high stools. And you just can't go there, ladies. Like, let's just keep it together. And that's all I'm going to say on that subject. But just
I have to laugh because one of our favorite fans, Ed Rodriguez from WMAL, is texting us right now.
We love WMAL. They made it, I think, #1 on the radio.
I know, they're killing it. They're killing it, and you know, Ed's so proud, which he should be. He absolutely should be. And
I love the royal background today. By the way, I have to ask you, how do you like I know glasses are in right now in fashion, and Chanel is trending. I think it was a Gucci shoot recently.
Oh, here's a little Chanel too. So in honor of Chanel, some royal sunglasses.
So what do you think of the #SoDearToMe campaign with the kids? I like it. But.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You're talking about the nerdy kids?
The nerdy kids, yeah.
The nerdy kids. I mean, let's let nerdy kids be models.
I love it.
So, I mean, excuse me, my royal nose is dripping.
It happens. Here, I'm going to put on
due to royal allergies.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else is good? So you have what about this? So, you know, I love gated communities, and we have a lot of gated communities here, and the stuff that goes on behind the gates or outside of the gates. So you and I were talking about swinging, and some of the swinging things that go on. And I had a neighbor that the swing, I don't think swinging's good. That's just me. That's my opinion, because I think at some point two people stop swinging and just start running around on each other,
or they start fighting or someone. But the funny thing that happens in some gated, every couple goes through hard times. You go through your good times, your bad times, and some make it, some don't. And some
hey, honey, I want to kill that middle-aged white man at least twice a week.
So,
and I love it.
But Deborah, has that middle-aged white man ended up sleeping in the parking lot at the clubhouse, and then the neighborhood cops and the cops in Haymarket?
Well, now we have a general agreement, and we haven't gotten there yet after 22 years, is if he gets up one morning and I've got a yellow police tape down the middle of the house or the condo, wherever we are, he shouldn't cross it.
No, but to end up, I just think it's so funny when you get this knock.
Okay.
Husband in the parking lot sleeping. We just wanted to let you know in case you were worried about him and didn't know where he was. In the parking lot at the clubhouse, saying that he told the wife that he was at a hotel, but no, he did not want to go to that. He was showering in the mornings in the clubhouse, and here comes the knock. I mean, we found out. He's not dead. I just want you to know he's alive, but he's sleeping in the parking lot at the clubhouse, getting up in the mornings, I guess, and showering because, they have gyms and golf clubs.
Well, he wanted to stay close to home just in case.
Just in case he got invited back into her palace.
That also, and I know the neighborhood you're talking about, and I'm thinking he absolutely could afford a hotel.
But I think sometimes men can be a little
I'm thinking that we've now entered into cheap SOB territory.
Well, I don't think he wanted to spend the money, so, but I think it's funny. And he didn't want to
if he's going to leave his wife after all those years, he wants to be economical about it, because clearly she's got custody of the house if he's sleeping in the car at the clubhouse. But, another reason to buy in a good neighborhood.
Right, because they're going to look out for you. They did tell him, I think he had to move his car. Like, it's time to go home. But, you can't sleep here. You can go somewhere else, but you can't sleep here.
So what do you do if you wake up and you find that your husband that's left during a fight has pitched a tent in the backyard?
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Or he's sleeping by the pool in a sleeping bag.
That could happen. Definitely pitching a tent. I could see that.
I've got friends that hubby, they have to separate for a little while and go to their corners and cool off. But hubby's on the sofa.
Yeah,
I'm thinking if you've got a big house, then hubby ought to have a bed in the guest bedroom.
Well, I think he wanted to leave the premises. He wanted to be incognito and make her think that he's out and about. Like, oh, I'm out and about, but no, I'm in the clubhouse parking lot. That's what I was saying.
Well, I have gotten up numerous times to leave the conjugal bed because of snoring.
Yeah, we've discussed snoring in the past. We have discussed that, and a friend of mine was so funny. He was actually telling me about, he went to Florida and saw one of his significant others, and his girlfriend kept shaking him. Every time he would go out, she'd go, "Stop it." He's like, "I couldn't get any sleep," but she kept going, "Stop it, stop it." So then when she would fall asleep, he would nudge her back. So I don't think there was much sleeping going on that night. But.
Well, Jack does. So Celebrity Papa Jack does the thing. He crawls up the side of me. He's like, "Mommy, make it stop."
Crazy. The snoring.
But anyway, so moving right along. Let's see what else has happened this week in the So we talked about the fashion news, entertainment. The theaters have opened back up for what?
Yeah, I'm excited. AMC is opened, and I know it's limited showings and movies. They were advertising, I think, for a while, $15.
Yeah, 15 cents a ticket, but it was, it was older movies. It was older movies, and I know we miss the theater experience. The overall bigness of it. it'll be interesting. You know, the big movie that's getting a lot of buzz is Tenet.
And I want to see that. I do.
Yeah, which is, you know, it's a CIA action thriller thing, but the early reviews go both ways and in between.
Well,
it's a 2.5, yeah, it's a 2.5 hour movie. Some people like it. Some people think that the director was very self-indulgent. You know, imagine that out of Hollywood.
Well, I do know that on the news, Deborah, they're really pushing going back to the movies. I think it's an economical thing, and they're trying to say you don't want to see this at home. Like the new Disney Channel is releasing, I think, the new Milan, but it's like expensive. You gotta have the Disney Channel. Then I think it's $30. So people are advocating, you know, going back to the movies, but I understand it's an economical, you know, thing as well. But it's funny to hear them go, you don't want to watch this movie on your TV. You want to see it in the big screen. You know,
I mean, that is survival of the fittest. Okay. The theaters are trying to just survive. They truly are.
Well, coming up here in Loudon, because, you know, I always talk a little bit about some local things going on, is we do have the Loudon Independent Film Festival coming. And I know, you know, Deborah, you know some people that are the first night going to have their films out there. So it's going to be at 50 West, and I'm excited. I definitely want to attend. It's $50. It's like a drive-in without dinner. It's a drive per person. It's a drive-in theater type.
Yeah, you're going to be bringing your own snacks and everything, but it's a way to get the film festivals, you know, geared back up. The drive-in, you know, it's amazing how the drive-in theaters have made a comeback.
I like it.
I know there's several down in the Florida area that are doing really well, also out in California. Speaking of California, you know, our prayers go out because we've definitely got forests burning this year, and it's 10 times harder with COVID. I know it is. Nothing seems to be easy with this virus.
And Deb, we can't forget our firefighters. So there was
not our firefighters, not anyone. Our poor postal workers. God, has this been a week for the post?
Give a shout out to those firefighters who lost their lives in Charleston, South Carolina. I think there was about 7. So we.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. The firefighting's not easy. I mean, those are the guys that rush in when the rest of us are trying to get the hell out, and that's the bottom line.
I wish you would have been on. So I was in Old Town yesterday, and they were doing clips to support families of firefighters. And what would you say to a wife or a mother who's lost their son or daughter, you know, fighting? But that would have been a great clip, what you just said.
Right. No, absolutely.
So, Deborah, I do have to go back to fashion really quick and get your take on some of the magazines and the content and what they're running. And I know we have a new fashion critic on board, Max, which we will definitely have a little clip from his.
Max is so fabulous. I mean, we were critiquing, or actually we were looking through one of the new fashion magazines in the DMV, in the, you know, Maryland, Washington, Virginia area. And some of them are lacking a little content. And I think that some people have decided they're going to be magazine editors and publishers with Issue, which is, you know, that's a great source, and there's good magazines on there. But when you put out borrowed content as far as photographs and stuff, and no stories behind it, it's really, I'm hard pressed to think that's a magazine. And so Max got to take a look at the magazine, and he had a response, which I thought was hysterical.
Well, I mean, some of it you got to understand, like, and you get it and I get it, and we love editorial, and I love things that are over the top, and you know, and I love seeing things that you would never wear out on the streets of maybe Virginia or DC or Maryland, maybe in New York. Maybe when we're in New York, because I know you love New York, you might wear some of that, Deborah, maybe not. But, you know, for the common pedestrian type person out there who doesn't see the things we see at New York Fashion Week, us princesses, we get invited to all the shows. But, you know, it's so funny to hear people's comments. And so what exactly did Max, the fashion critic, say? I'll leave it to you, Deborah.
He said, "Sweet baby." Hold on. Okay. Sweet baby Jesus. What is that?
Exactly. And he was like, whoa, they got makeup from the cheekbones all the way to the ears. Like, what? It's, what is going on?
Yeah, he wasn't getting the makeup. And clearly, you and I've seen this on runways before.
Yeah.
Jilly's having an allergy attack too.
He's looking fabulous today. But another thing I've been watching, which I think is really fun, is Glow on Netflix series, and it's all.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. You told me it was really, really good.
It was really interesting, and it's not just makeup; it's almost theatrical. It's like the lady is wearing glasses, kind of like, and I'm gonna find her like this, and she's like, "I want you to show me your portfolios, but it needs to be like over the top." And she's got,
you mean glasses like this?
Yeah, like this. And she's hilarious. And she's like, if you're not going to bring it, then you're going to be out. But it's makeup, but it's really like cool and over the top, theatrical. I mean, of course, we're not going to wear makeup. Maybe we should do our makeup like that on the show, but we might scare some people. But we don't want to do that.
Oh Lord, I have enough trouble getting what this mask that I've got on.
Oh.
I was late. I was late for the call this morning.
You were, but that's okay. It happens. I was
cussing like a sailor.
You were. Wait,
okay, so
you had a little bit on entertainment meets politics. What's going on about the sentence that just came down from some people trying to get into colleges? Hello. Did you freeze?
You're actually, yeah, you're wowing. I can't, something about entertainment meets politics.
Yes. What happened with
I know you said we had the Democratic National, say that again.
We had a little bit about people trying to get into some colleges a few years ago. That hit the news.
Oh, Lord, yes. Massimo and Lori are headed to the Huskow, and yes, thank you for reminding me. Along with Steve Bannon today, the last week was, a big week for everybody going to,
back to
jail.
Oh, and back to school.
I don't know if they're on the same. Yeah, I don't know if they're on the same side of the country. So Massimo got 5 months. And I think 2 years of community, probation, and 200 hours of community service. And then Lori, they did 2 months, and some of the other things. Steve Bannon, that's going to be interesting, because I cannot believe, and I didn't realize he was doing this, that he was raising money, independent funds, to build the wall. And it's like, really? And apparently the president, of course, said he didn't have anything to do with it. But, here we go. And I'm sure he distanced himself, because Steve could go to jail for a bit, quite a bit.
Yeah, that made the news this week too. And I mean, I get the pressures of getting your kids into colleges, but I'm sure those kids could get in on their own merits, because I'm sure they have the grades.
They could have gotten into, grades or no grade, they could have gotten into a school. They just wanted, the prestige of going to a specific school. It's sad, but, her Hallmark career is done.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe there's room for us on Hallmark.
I think so. I think the princesses should definitely be on the Hallmark shows.
I mean, we're pretty sweet. We're pretty sweet.
We're delicious
most of the time.
Most of the time we are. And I had a fabulous lunch yesterday with a local model and talent, Lisa Bush, down on the waterfront in Old Town.
I just want her body. I just want her body. That's all I want.
I just want some of her inches. I just want to be taller. Like
her height.
Her height. Yeah, I want some of those inches. So I know when we were walking around, we got a lot of stares and looks, and and with the waiters wanting to take pictures. And so I had a great interview for my Fashion of Nova DC in Maryland. So I had a little plug for that, but I got a great interview, did lots of pictures. We did some runway walks. It was a really good day. So And I know you've had some things going on with your other brands as well, Deborah. Like you've got a lot in the pipeline coming up as well.
We've got a ton in the pipeline. Principal Jets, we're going to give a plug for Charles Robinson with Principal Jets, has maneuvered a jet shoot for us for the KF Media Group and the shows that we're working on, including us.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to that. That's going to be in September, and we've got the guys coming down for a new show and maybe even one of the movies that I'm working on right now. So that will be exciting. You don't get a jet every day, and Charles and I, I'll ask anybody for anything. So I think I asked Charles for.
Is this considered name dropping? Are we name dropping? But we do that, right? Any name dropping
for Charles?
No,
for Charles and Principal Jets?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that name dropping?
No, or just going on a jet. Are we telling too much? No. I'm excited though.
No. And see, here's the thing. So I love it because I would have a tendency to get on a private jet and charter out like a boat. And apparently the jet's coming back in from one of the, nice places in Mexico before we get to use it. So no, it's.
Can I bring some of my hubcaps for the shoot? I think that would work.
Hubcaps?
Yeah.
You can't bring hubcaps to a jet shoot.
But we are sometimes a little Southern girls, and we like our
we're such Southern girls. We are just a mess. We are royalty gone so wrong.
So wrong. I mean, not royalty, but
I know we're forgetting something. What are we forgetting?
Let me see real quick what else happened this week. We've had so much going on.
I don't have my reading glasses on, so I can't.
I know a big one. We're in jail.
Oh my gosh, we're in Twitter jail.
I know. What happened? I don't know why.
I don't know. I wish Titter. Oh, that was a yeah, that was a little, yeah. So yeah, we're in Twitter jail. I tried to run a promo on episode 6, which was our devils and witches and alien DNA and lizard show.
And if you haven't heard episode 6,
you've got to go listen to episode 6. First of all, you should just start at 1 and go through 7. Yeah. Draw yourself a bath, sit out on your balcony, put your feet up, get a glass of wine, a glass of prosecco.
Champagne.
Yeah, and bring your husband or your boyfriend. We're not, the guys, because it says Princess Chronicles, they think it's all foofy shit.
It's not. We're real talk. We will talk about the gents at the bars. We'll talk about the gents in the clubs. We'll talk about the gents in other places. But we have great fashion consultants too that are gents. So ladies, we're just not.
Max is so hetero, it's not even funny. So there you go. And he gives us that middle age perspective to fashion.
Yeah.
My guy yesterday had donned a lovely pair of khaki shorts.
Deborah, I got a question for you. Are we gonna have some more storms coming, like the hurricanes? Are we gonna be naming more hurricanes? Because
oh God, I they're gonna use up 20 and 21. I mean, for the first time ever, we've got 2 hurricanes. What did the Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi coast do? Who did they piss off?
Exactly. I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
2 hurricanes. Well, they're not hurricanes yet. They're still tropical storms. The weather guys show one of them could get up to a 2. I think that's the one that's actually going to hit Texas, Louisiana. And then the Mississippi, Louisiana one, they're thinking will be a 1. So, no, I mean, aren't we glad we live in Washington?
Yeah, and I just wanted to tell you the picture that you have behind me, I have one similar in my living room.
Do
So
you really?
I do. So maybe next week I'll have to put it behind
Shock
me.
of shock. I needed a change.
Yeah, you
I
did.
needed a
I get
change.
it. I get it. And hey, I love it. It's colorful. It's pretty. But it's not the same one, but it's similar. I'll take a picture and show you later.
Yeah, before I stopped dating, I used to get comments of like, gee, you've got a lot of angels and flowers in your place. And yeah, I do. I do.
I still have a lot of flowers. I just bought 2 flowered pillows. They were on sale, and you can't ever beat the TJ Maxx.
Here's the thing. You and I are girly girls.
We
We're
are.
girly girls. Yeah. I have a favorite thing.
Okay.
I've been shopping on the Real.
Uh-oh, I got a favorite thing too. So go ahead.
Oh, we had an accident. Hold on. Jilly. Everything's falling down. Everything's falling down. Whoa, hold on. Jilly's got to get down. She's scared. She's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, I'll have to add a video of Austin in the Royal Garden. I'll do that.
Yeah. So, yeah. I got this lovely, and you notice I've started posting all the pretty things.
Yeah, that's my favorite color.
Lovely leather ostrich cosmetic bag.
See, I missed the Valentino bag that was that color. I didn't. Someone.
Yes, you were trying to nab that.
I was, but it went. And well, what do you think of these Fendi glasses?
Those Fendi glasses are nice. I like. The girls are trying to get out here. I'm sorry.
I know, and I know.
The girls are just trying to get out.
They're trying to say hi.
Here's the thing: the girls don't need to get out. Not at all.
Well,
yeah, I think you with your Fendi, and me with the the Chanel, and you with the Chanel, and us with the Gucci reading glasses and everything. We've just about got it done. I want, before we go, on a very sad note, I don't know if you saw it or you know her, but Dr. Cherie Wood lost her 20-year-old son last night to a motorcycle accident. And he was such a beautiful child, an athlete, and gorgeous child. And I know that she is beyond, lost right now. Cannot even imagine. My love goes out to her and her family. My prayers go out to her and her family. A lot of people in the DMV know them, so we're saying a prayer for you guys.
Definitely.
Love you. Anyway, are we about ready to haul out? Do we have we do everything?
We did. Oh, we didn't talk. We do have to talk a little bit more about the Chanel shoot that we all saw with the short jumpers.
Those are really cute. God, we're all over the place today, but that's okay.
We are.
We're having a pop-up morning. Whatever pops into our head next.
I love that.
I'm not saying I'm not saying there's any cobwebs up here either. No. I thought the jumper was very retro. With the new Chanel shoot.
I do. I like the retro stuff going on. I like the retro feel. Absolutely. Yeah. So
one of the things I want to caution designers on, because I know quite a few emerging. Yeah, we need our sunglasses for this. Okay. Quite a few emerging designers are still trying to figure out and find their way with their shows and stuff for Fashion Week. Just be careful not to spend a ton of money unless you're putting it into a really good digital reel. Some of the production companies are acting like there's no COVID and there's like nothing going on and there's no restrictions in the way that they're offering up their quote unquote services. Okay. I see a lot of quote unquote scholarships, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is a way for you've never done this before, And if you're doing it in the right frame, good. But if you're doing it just to get a bunch of names so that you can pump up your law firm or your beginner PR firm, no, don't do it right now. That's and
really quick,
and I've had a couple chats with designers I know, and just told them to save their bucks.
So just a quick chat, Deborah. So with New York Fashion Week and just around the corner, and I know I'm talking to a designer next week that is doing the sustainability show. It is going to be virtual. She's a designer out of Baltimore, and I'm excited to do a little interview with her. But quick question, what is going on with the CFDA calendar? When are they going to release it? I know, somebody sent me a text today wanting to know why Mercedes-Benz wasn't going to be involved, but I don't know if that's true. It was just
Mercedes-Benz hasn't been involved.
Well, that's why I don't know why I got that text this morning. But anyway, and I just
if they're coming back in, they're coming back in a different way. From what I know, so the calendar's not released yet. They're inviting people to be on it. People had to do their submissions several weeks ago.
Yeah.
And and we're waiting for the announcement. I don't believe it was released last week. So we're still waiting. And it's, we're 3 weeks away. And I told my designers that applied for the calendar, or did the application for the calendar, be ready. Have your rules ready, have your books ready, and those that I think have a chance of getting on have done that and submitted already. Yeah. And they're sitting and waiting for to hear back what's going on.
But I think we should have watch parties when some of those fashion shows come up. Let's do some watch parties for Princess, and we can sit together.
We could do that.
Popcorn, get our gowns on, get the dogs. It's like, I'm excited to watch the shows virtually. I don't know about you, but I'm on some of it. Maybe we need
women need to understand, and we're hearing this from buyers. If you think women are not dressing up, if you think women are not trying to take care of themselves, they are. And so don't fool yourself into thinking that they're not going to get up and put. I realize there's a lot of them that are still hanging out in their jammies in the afternoon, but there's a lot who are not.
Well,
a perfect example is I saw friends in the Hamptons that went to a fundraiser, and they were all dressed to the nines. They were all dressed to the nines. They looked fabulous.
Yeah, I love seeing things come back. I want to see things, and I understand we all have to be safe and careful and wash our hands and wear our masks, and that's
well, we have to be. I mean, I gotta, as you know, I live in a high-rise condominium here in the DMV area, and we got a notice this week. I mean, we've lost our entire cleaning and engineer crew, and they've all got COVID. So
it's not going away, folks. I know that we got to wrap this up, being it's episode 7, and we want you to listen and follow the princesses, because the funny girls are here to stay. Yeah.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. We're not going to stalk you, but we would love to see those numbers come up at least somewhere in the vicinity of the presidents.
Yes.
Just saying. Are we saying goodbye?
We are, because it's about that time.